Do you want to know what I'm going to be doing for Christmas? Do you want to see me wire this? Get an update on Tony's Bonsai, and also get a feel for what's happening in 2025. And we may even get to see the last of the subscriber photographs from 2024. It's the day before Christmas. Surely that's worth watching. Hi, it's Xavier. Welcome to my bonsai retreat and welcome to the last edition of 2024. I just want to say straight away thank you to all my subscribers who've made the effort to not only comment but to actually watch videos and to also interact with me via my Gmail account and just to generally support me and just give me that nice warm feeling. So a big thumbs up, a big thank you for that, and I'm sorry about the hat. Last episode I said that we were going to look at this Scots Pine. Well, first of all, unbeknownst to me, I'd been entered into the Aura Motors Christmas draw, which is all their loyal customers, whack them all in there, and they called out 2 winners, and surprise, surprise, I won. And I've got this incredible hamper from Aura Motors. And by the way, this isn't a plug, you know how I feel about ads. Ollie and Therese and the team down there, absolutely A1. If you're anywhere near Grantham and you need to get your car fixed, don't go there. No, seriously, absolutely fantastic crew and will never let you down. But anyway, that's not bonsai. I'm going to enjoy unpacking this with my kids. Needless to say, something like this came with it as well. Apparently, they're green string boxes for someone with a green thumb.
Let's not go there.
Anyway, this is one of, well, I've got 3 left, Scots Pines. I bought a bundle of 10 saplings. I think it's from Beechwood Nurseries on eBay. You can get loads and loads of decent trees at really, really good prices. And you know that I like to buy bundles of saplings, 2-year-old saplings. Well, this is what happened with these. Some of them I put into a nursery bed and some I put straight into pots. And this got wired up. And it's really quite healthy, and do you know what? For a very, very basic design and shape, it's quite nice. It's got branches in the various positions you want them. This is sloping down nicely, and overall, quite happy. But the problem is, there's not enough ramification, and a lot of this stuff is quite a long way from the actual central core. So, as I said, I've got 2 others. I'm going to have a bit of fun with this for Christmas, and I'm just going to wire it to death. Let's bring you back. I've got to decide, if we look down here, can you see it? I've actually got to decide, one, whether I'm going to keep both those lower branches. I'm not entirely sure, but definitely one of them's got to go. Which means I have to decide where I want the front. Now there's no great difference in trunk girth or anything, or any great feature on the trunk. We've got this big root that comes out across the front. Lovely weed there, we'll get rid of that. That's straight on. Again, unless I was going to be removing this, which I know I'm not at this stage, that's a bit too upright. Potentially, we could look at this as being the front. Probably, there's an idea there. We've got some roots coming down here. That could get stronger and stronger, and that does mean if at a later stage I remove that, then that's it. So I'm going for the front here. These are going to come down. This is going to come down. This will come down. This will. In fact, I'm going to compact this. I have a feeling I'm going to remove both of these. In fact, decision made. I'm definitely going to remove that. This does actually serve a potential purpose, because if so long I keep that wiring upwards, that, if it's allowed to grow out, will provide a lot of energy and thickening, more thickening to this part of the trunk. So it could make a great sacrificial branch. I could just let it grow straight out. So I'm not in a hurry to remove it. Let's start tightening and bringing down around. And obviously as we bend more and more in the direction, the coils will actually tighten up. Now what I do have to work out as I bring it down is I need these branches here to actually be on the horizontal. What I want to avoid is here is creating almost a cup, so I don't want that to parallel that. We need to bring this branch up a bit more now. So that gives us a branch there, there, there. Still a line, interesting line, really happy with that. So all I need to do now is, that's going to be there. The risk is as I'm trying to straighten these, there's a bigger risk that with my fingers I'm actually going to snap what will be quite important branches. I'm really quietly happy with this. There's a few issues that come with it, but first of all, there you go. This is the new way I've looked. This allows me to wire those pads either up or down to create a pad level there. I can clearly create another pad level here, and again we've actually got quite a lot of secondary structure already. This may be an outlying branch, but actually interesting, not sure. It can always be removed, that's a good thing. Continue to move around. Then we've got this one as a back, but again there's the ability, because of these two divisions, to create two levels. And probably the only thing is we've got this one as an eye poker in here, but I can just wire that out of the way. I see the future of this tree actually not with this long length here, but actually with these ones here. Probably may well look at that in the spring or late May, and that may get pruned off. Probably if that's there, that'll go. We'll have this one down, and then that one will probably go, and then this is the new apex and a back one there. Here it's just about getting these set into a pad on this side. I think the way this is going, this will be the upper one, so let's bring this one down and under. The reason what I'm looking at more is I want these to grow out, but again this is the advantages of back budding, and I'm not sure if you can see, but just here we've got two little buds here. If we can feed lots into this top stuff, that is going to encourage those to go, and when the time is right I can potentially cut all the way back, or at least get something that's going to fill in this area here. And clearly I also would love to get something around here. Now we need to work on this one, and what you'll find with the wire I've put here is that it's all very loose around the needles, because what we don't want to do is damage the needles. So if I'm looking at that, let me stop playing there. Okay, let's look here. We've got the line coming in, so I just need to position these so they're not going to end up coming across. All I've got to do now is just try and fill that pad in to create a nice dense pad. So I'm going to do that. Well, there we go. Those are done. That pad's out, and around the back here, spread that all out. And I'm actually quite happy with that. Again, it's in development, so I'm looking for more growth coming out. The more I look at that, the more I see this is just a sacrifice branch. Truthfully, I'm not even sure I need to do very much with these, because I want these to continue to grow. I need to wait for back buds to come at different sites. I do actually think now, the more I've thought about it, that I've got buds there and there. Let's just cut that off. I can't see myself wanting this one here, so let's cut that one off. Got here, there's little buds in here close, but we'll leave that go. Happy to leave that go. There's going to be two from the same point. Got this little one here, but again there's nothing I need to do with that. Probably the only one that might be an issue is this one in here, but again I don't really need to make any decisions on it. Okay, well, should we give it a spin? I've had a wiggle there. There's no way around it. That has the most incredible distraction to this. Let's get all this growing out, and I'm sure at some point that will get removed. Let me know in the comments if you see any benefit in that, apart from as a sacrifice branch. Front in there somewhere. Lovely. So much the better. The movement is so much better on that central core. Lovely. And it's just about creating your pads. So that's my Christmas pine. Hopefully that was something great for you to unwrap, because I know some of you will be munching to the mince pies now. Anyway, gone on too long. Let's go and see if we can find a few of Tony's trees. So without further ado, I think we need to have a bit of a dig around and see if we can find where exactly I've put Tony's bonsai. It is nice to see though. I mean, a lot of the benches have been cleared off, but Larch Mountain here, that's looking very bare now, so really happy. And there's a juniper here which struggled really badly with the red cedar rust. And despite contrary to my opinions, may actually one day be something decent. What do you think? Talking of junipers, this one, well, never did get around to wiring it up. I'll have to have another think about that. Anyway, that's not finding Tony's trees, is it? Okay, well the first one I've managed to find, oh gosh, I must do something with that. It's his spruce, which has got lots of buds on the top, and certainly still alive and still healthy, but as we've discovered, it's not roots on rock. I think it was supposed to be roots all going down in a big cone. So we've actually got the other one, I'll show you. So, still alive, next to the old man larch. This larch, by the way, is going to be a fantastic project that Yellow Growing Bonsai and I started working on in terms of the planning stages earlier in the year. And it's all about taking probably 8 of my 20-year-old larch trees, my original ones, and trying to create a proper big larch forest. It's going to have a lot of different trees in it, and it's going to be a lot of hard work. But if you want to see that, you know, down there there's a button. Subscribe, or is it unsubscribe? One of the two. I'm sure you'll know which one to hit. Hit bell notifications as well. Anyway, where else did I put Tony's trees? And I can't resist showing you how the maple lava rock forest creation is looking right now. No leaves, but something I'm very, very happy with. And again, if you have a look in the description, you'll see the 2 videos which describe, one, the making of this actual lava rock pot and base, and also the plantings. And I have to mention at this stage, I have got some belting root over rock programs planned in early spring, late winter, because I found some really cracking rocks which just need to get some good trees with lots of interesting roots to wrap around there. So again, you like to know how to do root on rock? That's coming up in 2025 as well. In fact, for those of you who stick to my channel, sometime in mid-January we might see a 2-year progression of one that I've been playing around with over the last couple of years, which you haven't seen. That'll be fun. And actually, another thing I'll just interrupt the tour with is I did have a request asking about how I got on with a video I did all about trying to heal bad wounds and scars on Japanese maples. And I remember doing the video, but didn't follow it up. Well, it's something I've got to get better at in 2025. It's one of those key tasks that I'm going to challenge myself. I'll give you an example. We've got this Japanese maple here, and you'll see very quickly that I opened the wounds up, and though we've got healing in the places, there's a long way to go, and what I should really have done is revisited it earlier in the year. And just to give you a bit of an idea what I do in terms of stacking near walls, they're still up on the benches, but with the protection of the house here, they're nicely protected from any extremes of weather, I find, and they generally do really, really well. There's the dawn redwoods, another big larch forest there that will all get split up, all sorts in there. We've got that lovely yew in a Dawn Isaac ceramic. So hard to see them there against this backdrop, but yeah, so that's what I'll do. Oh, I've managed to find one amongst this lot here. Didn't get to this juniper either, did I? And that is something that came from a bonsai challenge that Tony and I took part in. We each sent each other different trees, challenging trees, and asked if we could make a bonsai from it. And Tony had sent me this juniper, and that's what I did with it. So it's still definitely alive, but needle juniper. I think I need to see some work on it at some point. I do believe that just here, we've got his Twisty Wisty. Well, I made it into a Twisty Wisty Scots Pine. Definitely need to look at that in 2025, but certainly healthy, certainly very healthy. Gosh, the light's terrible. And of course, that triple trunk Zelkova, absolutely, I feel so lucky to have this. Absolutely incredible clump. And I would imagine we might even have a little dig around, potentially be putting that in a different pot in 2025. Actually, I remember we've only just mentioned root on rock, and down this side is where I keep them all. And you haven't seen this yet, I don't think, but this is one of my Chinese elm root on rocks. In fact, I've got this, got a number of them here. There's another one here. That will be another video that you'll get to see in the January. Right here, this is the tree that I actually passed on to Tony, and this is what he did with it, Japanese larch. That is really looking good as well. And down here I've realised I've got the silver birch groove, which is inspired by one of Tony's photographs, and also just amazed how some of the trident maples are coming on after I did some real heavy work on them earlier in the year. All the videos are in the playlist if you're interested in trident maple. Some lovely trident maple cuttings as well. So much to work on next year. Oh gosh, and here we've got definitely two of the silver birches that I split up from that forest group. I won at his raffle. So again, they're looking really good. And on the railway sleeper planting area, all in here are a lot of the seedlings that Tony passed my way. Scots Pine, Black Pine, and all of them without fail are looking absolutely fantastic. I did intend to do a video on it this year, but truthfully there's been not enough progress to make it really worth doing a video. Hopefully you'll see the progression in 2025. But I've also got some really interesting oaks that, well, they are nice. Again, I think I need to do more on oaks as well next year. Anyone remember that holly that I cut up? Well, there it is. It's still alive. Little Marmay holly. Oh, and here's the tin can spruce. This one's going to stay in the tin can. So it's been wired up, but hopefully we'll see how that looks in 5 years' time. Well, probably this is the one issue with me trying to find some of the trees. Quite a few of them are sitting all safely tucked up for the winter, bedded down with a fence on this side and ground sheet. So I'll see what I can find, but oh, I know what I have got here. That's Tony's split trunk Hawthorn. That was an interesting project. Let's have a look at it, shall we? Oh, here it is, and absolutely, I'm still over the moon. Love the movement I'm going to have here, the branches here and here. It's that real basic structure which I was trying to achieve, and it did mean that I had to remove probably a few branches that people quite liked, but for the long run that's going to be pretty good, I think. It's amazing how the splits down the trunk have healed though. And I always think it's amazing, you've got the stark contrast between these bare oaks, part of Susan's wild westwood, which I made up for her. There's about 21 trees in there. And then you compare that with this, which is it's looking awesome. Silverberry, it's gone on from strength to strength, and again there's a number of videos showing the development of this. Really worth watching if you like your evergreens. I feel like there should be more. I can't find his field maple, and I'm sure there was another silver birch just down there. We'll have a look at that. But the field maple That should be here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Yeah, both of them. This one you know caused controversy because I pretty well took all the roots off it. Lovely strong leader. There's the main line going up there. Going to be some good buds from these two branches, and I've still got to decide what to do about this. So there's still some decisions to be made, and there's a cracking wound there that needs healing. Another good reason for keeping good growth here. The only way that's going to heal is if there's lots of pulling, if there's lots of juices being pulled through the area and around, so that we can get a good rollover. And the only way that happens is if we get good branching off these ones here. So still a lot to work to do on this one. And the silver birch here, very strong. I've got some nice potential leaders. I don't know which way I'm going with it, but again, both very, very healthy. So I think that's pretty well all of Tony's trees. Behind me there are another two junipers that I didn't get to, but you know what? I think everyone would agree this has been a good positive progression for me for working on junipers, and it can only get better. Even that one, which has definitely got some work to do. But you know what? I've had some more photographs sent through to me for Subscribers Corner. So let's scoot over there and have a look and see some of the stuff that you're doing. Well, they were some absolutely fantastic photographs, and hopefully that's going to encourage a few of you to send your photographs in for 2025. Remember, the more photographs I get of different trees, then the more of these subscribe picture sessions I'll have. At the moment, I think we've had 5 or 6 through the year, but it's fantastic. I really do appreciate you taking the time to send stuff in. I think the great thing about seeing people's pictures is, for me, it's humbling because it reminds me that I'm just like a whole sea of other bonsai enthusiasts, just trying to make our way through this very interesting hobby. Well, before I go in there and start yomping on my Christmas hamper, courtesy of Ora Motors, I'm going to say another big thank you to everyone. I'm also going to do a massive apology. This false cypress is turning into a false bonsai because this will be the 3rd video where I've said to you, and I'm going to wire this one up. So there's no hurry. It's been sitting in my garden for many years. I think we'll wire this up next year perhaps. And talking of next year, well, there's loads to go, but I do want your feedback right now. If you've got the time, I know it's the 24th, so a lot of you are busy. In fact, some of you are already at Christmas, in which case, Merry Christmas, wish you all the best, and even more, I wish you the best for 2025. Believe it or not, I've got 6,000 subscribers, but YouTube only ever sends the videos in front of people who are currently watching them. So there could be 4,000 of you that haven't watched a video from me for a while. YouTube doesn't send you what I've got unless you hit bell notifications. So I suppose that's my plea to you. If you haven't seen my stuff for a while, make a point of watching a few so YouTube thinks you like it. Anyway, I have got some surprises for you in January. I have recorded 3 or 4 videos through the year, one of which you know already is going to be a root on rock progression over 2 years. And well, I won't let you know about the others, but I think I might have 1 or 2 species guides as well. Anyway, thank you ever so much again for giving me such a fulfilling 2025. Yeah, still haven't got a job, but this feels like a full-time job for me. And next time, if I do an ad for someone, I promise, I'll warn you, I'll put big warning signs. Do not watch. This is not a bonsai video, so that you don't feel I'm betraying the ethos of my channel. Anyway, thank you ever so much for making my year so wonderful. Enjoy your Christmas festivities, your Christmas break, in whichever format you take them. And all I'm going to do is point you towards last year's Christmas video, which had Tony in it, it had Yella in it, it had Jason Hanrahan in it, and it had my Christmas carol, Oh Bonsai Tree.
Oh bonsai tree, oh bonsai tree, your form is ever changing. Twin upright rose for half the year, before a war came way too near. Oh bonsai tree, your form is ever changing. Oh bonsai tree, why are you always breaking? Check out my skill, I wire with ease, another on my favorite trees. Oh bonsai tree, why are you always breaking? Oh bonsai tree, the birds are ever watching. A bed of moss lovingly laid, you'll see the birds planning their raid. Oh bonsai tree, the birds are ever watching. Oh bonsai tree, gin should be left for drinking. We try to gin your lovely jade, its life has now begun to fade. Oh bonsai tree, gin should be left for drinking. Oh bonsai tree, oh how your shoots are showing. Some stag no more, such lovely star, to clothe his roots and bits of fluff. Oh bonsai tree, oh how your shoots are showing. Oh bonsai tree, why does he choose my favorites? The dog really likes my trees, each day he marks my territory. Oh bonsai tree, why does he choose my favorites?
Merry Christmas!
And a Happy New Year!
And a Happy New Year. So that's the one you need to watch. It's 6 minutes. Apart from that, enjoy the holidays, happy bonsai and God bless. Cheers.